Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So today, I'm doing a review of Overgrown. This is a 2 to 4 player abstract area control style game. This is by Three Bandidos Games. They are three brothers based here in New York. They're a very small company. And as you can see from the box, this is all handmade, all wood. All the components inside are all made from wood, all handmade themselves as well. So, what exactly is going on in this game? So, you're going to pick up a colored plant or flower, and you're going to pick a corner on the board. So, what you're trying to do is be the first to grow your 3 plants. And there's a little bit of take that, there's some meanness. So let me show you how to play, and then I'm going to give you my final thoughts on it. So let's get to the table so I can show you this beautiful looking game, and then give you my final thoughts. So let's get to the table and check it out. Okay, so this is Overgrown. Now as you can see, everything here is wood. This is a handmade game. There is also a cheaper retail version on the way, but I'm showing you this nice beautiful production right now. So what is the purpose of this game? Well, you're gonna pick a color. I have blue and white. It just plays up to 4, and I do highly recommend with 3 or 4 as it gets more competitive. But I'm just showing you the basic mechanisms of the game. So you want to try and bloom 3 of your flowers. So how do you do that? Well, you have to have first 3 of these stems on your root in order to bloom, and we're going to go over that in a bit. So on your turn, you have 4 actions that you can take. The first one is spread, which allows you to grow a root adjacent to any of your roots that are currently on the board. Diagonal is not considered adjacent. Now, anytime you do this action, you're going to take one of these water tokens, as you can see right here. Sorry, it's not being clear. You're going to take one of these water tokens and you're going to add it to this bag here. The second thing you can do is grow. You're going to take one of these stems and you're going to place them on any one of your roots on the board. They're going to go in simple like that. Sorry, that is my fault. And that is that action. When you do this, you're going to take a sun token and then add it to the bag. Now, let's just say you have this right here. You have, excuse me, I did that wrong. It's a little difficult to do when you're filming and doing it at the same time. Okay, so now let's say you have 3 here, so you have 3 roots, stems here. I'm just trying to fix this up real quick. Okay, there we go. Now, say you have 3 stems adjacent to each other. Okay, so now let's say these 2 belong to you. Again, excuse me. You can wilt. So when you have 2 adjacent roots that are next to each other, and they both have to have 3 stems each, you're going to remove one of those roots with all its stems. So I can get rid of this one or this one. Let's get rid of this one so we can grow. And you can now finally bloom. So you can put the flower on top. And now this has bloomed. Again, you have to get 3 of these to win the game. Now, when this happens, all roots and stems that are surrounding it are going to be destroyed. So that's including yours and your opponent's. But if there is another bloomed flower adjacent to it, it does not get destroyed. So bloom flowers are always safe. But anything that has a stem, root, they are going to be destroyed from the wilt action or blooming action. Now, the 4th thing you can do is draw from this bag. Like as we were seeing before, we were putting these tokens in the bag. Now, when you absorb, you're going to draw 4 of those tokens, and you can spend those drawn tokens any way that you want. Now, the water token, if you spend the water token, you can stem for each water token drawn. So you can put your stems on any of your roots for each of the water tokens. The sun is going to give you a root for each of these drawn. And of course, if you have 2 suns and 3 water, you can bloom for each of those tokens that you draw. Now, there are several other tokens, 2 other tokens in this bag. Excuse me. There is a cloud, and there is a pest. So, the cloud token, when you draw this, you're gonna return all drawn tokens to the token bag without spending your turn. So anything that came out from the bag is gonna be put back into the bag when the cloud is drawn. Now, the pest, this is well, it's self-explanatory. It is a pest. You don't want to draw this. When you draw one of those, you're gonna remove one of your roots that have the most stems on it, and from the board, and place that pest token in that spot. That's right. So let's just say if it was there, you would place that pest token there, where you had a root with the most stems, and you cannot place a new root on this space this turn. And this happens even if you draw the cloud token. Then you're gonna return the pest token to the bag at the end of your turn. Now, there's some additional stuff here as well. The bee token, which is right over here, it's a green one. So this bee token right here, let me try to, so there it is. Now, you can obtain the bee token 2 different ways. If you place your last root, so if you place one of your little ones like that on the board, you can take the bee token. Also, when an overgrown occurs, that's what happens when something blooms and everything gets destroyed. The person that lost the most roots and or stems, they're going to get that bee token, and if it's tied, they get a bird token instead. So again, there's only 1 bee token in the whole game. So what does the bee token do? So anytime you want, when you spend this bee token, you can treat 1 drawn token, except the cloud, as any token of your choosing. So this is a wild token. This can be used as sun, can be used as water, and it can be used as the bird. Now, finally, the bird token right here. And let me try to, there you go. So the bird token, you're gonna get it when at least one of your roots is removed through an overgrown. So if any of your roots gets killed by somebody's overgrown, you're going to get a bird token. And again, you can only have 1. There's only 1 person had this per turn. So what this does is, when you spread or grow, you may spend the bird token to place an additional root anywhere on the board. So that's a pretty powerful little action here. So that are the 2 the additional stuff from the game. Now, you don't have to play with those rules if you don't want to. They recommend you start without the bird and the bee token. I think you should go straight right into it because it adds a lot more to the game. That is how Overgrown is played. So let me just give you one last look how beautiful this game is. Again, you have the blue flowers, you have the red, which look like that, you have the yellow, and you have the white flower. That is Overgrown. Okay, and that is Overgrown. So let's get the first thing that I really like about this game, and it's no question, the game looks amazing on the table. You know, these guys put a lot of work into making this game. It's all, like I said, handmade, all wood, engraved. So, and it's not going to come cheap. At least this version won't. There's going to be a retail version, which is going to be cheaper, and it's also going to be all wood components. It just won't look as fancy. So yeah, the game looks amazing on the table. The video does not do it justice. So, but most importantly, is the game fun? And yes, I had a blast playing this. It's quick. That's, it doesn't 30, maybe 40 minutes. I don't think you'll ever see a 40-minute game. Maybe even less than 30 minutes, depending on who's playing. I do recommend 3 or 4 players because you want that competition. 2 players is going to feel more like a race. You're not really messing with each other that much. So the game definitely shines at 3 and 4. You want and go and hinder your opponent. So it all depends on how you build your roots, where you build your roots. So sometimes you might want to build closer to your opponents, so that when you do build that flower, it's going to destroy everything that's surrounding it. Even though yours might get destroyed, you still want to slow your opponents down. So the game has a little bit of that cutthroatness to it, which I like. Again, there is not much random. The only randomness is when you're pulling the stuff out of the bag, and that's about it. Again, the more people the more actions that people do, the more stuff that's being put in that bag. The game is very easy to table. Again, the rules are very well done. It's very accessible. My wife enjoyed this game a lot, and she is not a gamer. So it's going to appeal to non-gamers as well. Again, I think the biggest negative to some people is going to be the price point, but then again, there's also going to be a cheaper, like I said, a cheaper version out there. So it all depends if you want to spend the money on this. Is it worth it? I believe so. I like having unique games in my collection. One that, once in a while you're going to take out and people are going to be like, whoa, what is that? That it's going to have that kind of appeal. But again, if you don't want to spend the money on that, yeah, you can wait for the retail version. Like I said, everything is going to be in the description section. If you're interested in purchasing this game, I'll leave a link to their website in the description. So yeah, gameplay is a lot of fun. It is like I said, could be a little bit cutthroat, but that is up my alley. So like I said, it's a very quick game. It's not a heavy game at all. But not much negatives to it. This is a game that will pull out as a filler for 3-4 players. I'm gonna give this an 8.5 out of 10. This game is great. It's a lot of fun. I think a lot of people are going to enjoy if they're looking for something quick to play, a good game to start their game night. Again, I'm gonna reiterate: the price point might be turn some people off. But there is a cheaper version that is coming. So that is going to do it. That is Overgrown, an 8.5 out of 10. I had a lot of fun playing this. So again, if you're interested in purchasing it, it will be in the description section of this video. So definitely check this game out. But I hope you guys like this video. Please like and subscribe. Help this little channel grow. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I always answer everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a great one.